He ain't out here talking about grind, he's lifting it. Name me another coach doing this. I'll wait. You think Nick Saban hitting 245 before breakfast? Nah, he's too busy yelling at interns. You think Matt Rule is benching that much? Man, Matt is still trying to bench his emotions after losing another game against a ranked opponent.
Be advised, my OnlyFans is now 20% off.
Weirdos are gonna come after y'all.
Oh no! Oh no! Mm-mm. Oh, I don't know who told you that.
Buff Nation, what's good? Now, before we get into this heat, let's talk about the moment. Coach Prime had a health scare a few months ago, and some folks out there thought that maybe, just maybe, he might slow down. Well, let this clip be a friendly reminder. Coach Prime ain't slowing down. He's powering up. We expect him back at camp next week in full health, full focus, and full swagger. And just in case anyone forgot who we're dealing with, let me set the scene real quick. It's cold. Winter coat open all the way. Ain't no shorts, no compression gear, no music bumping. Just silence and steel. No warm-up, no spotter. Sorry, Bucky. And then here comes Coach Prime, 55 years old. And what does he do? He walks up to that bench like it stole something from him in 1988. And then, boom, 245 pounds, one representative, 2 reps, 3, 4, 5, 6, and not a single drop of sweat in sight. No grunting, no shaking, no hype crew, with a coat on. I repeat, the man was benched 245 in a winter coat. That ain't weight, that's a message. That's motivation. That's a lifestyle called prime condition. Have you ever seen a man repping NFL Combine weight like he's just getting the blood flowing for the day? Ain't no stretching, ain't no chalk, ain't no pre-workout. Just straight up conviction, strength, and years of proving people wrong. And don't come at me with, oh, that's not that much weight. 245 pounds. That's more than some of these haters' entire argument against him. Y'all analysts have been chirping on podcasts saying Coach Prime is just flash and hype. Try repping that flash and hype 6 times with no warm-up and get back to me. He ain't out here talking about grind. He's lifting it. Name me another coach doing this. I'll wait. You think Nick Saban hitting 245 before breakfast? Nah, he's too busy yelling at interns. You think Matt Rule is benching that much? Man, Matt is still trying to bench his emotions after losing another game against a ranked opponent. Hell, Dan Lanning is out here trying to bench press analytics and clicks not iron. Coach Prime ain't worried about spreadsheets. He's out here pressing reputation. And the best part, this wasn't for show, wasn't for clout. This wasn't look at me energy. This was I'm still him energy. The prototype, the blueprint, the standard. Man benched that weight like it owed him child support. He benched it like it was every hater who said he couldn't coach at a Power 5. Every tweet, every hot take, every passive-aggressive article. Boom. That's for he only got the job because of his name. Boom. That's for he plays favorites. Boom. That's for Colorado ain't built for the Big 12. No, what y'all saw, that ain't just a bench press. That was a press conference. And what's wild? The man's doing this at 55. While other coaches out here are sipping Gatorade, stressed about the portal and aging out of relevance, Coach Prime's in the lab, lifting furniture with fury and faith. I guarantee you half the players watching that moment went straight back to the weight room like, if Coach can do that, what's my excuse? And that's the real power in all this. He leads by example. He doesn't need to preach hard work. He lives it. He doesn't have to sell belief. He is belief. And when the leader of your program is out working folks half his age while dressed like he's heading to a snowball fight, that sets the tone. So the next time some washed up talking head on ESPN, Paul Feinbaum says, Prime can't coach. Next time some bitter rival fan says, he's all style, no substance. Next time a recruiter says he's just flashy, roll the tape. 245 pounds, no warm-up, 6 reps, no excuses, no mercy. Welcome to Prime Condition, Buff Nation. If this doesn't get your blood pumping like a Travis Hunter pick 6, I don't know what will. We are led by a living legend who is still pushing iron, still breaking narratives, and still setting the bar, even when it's loaded with 2 plates and change. Hit that subscribe button, turn on those notifications, and get ready. Because if our coach is doing this at 55, just imagine what the Buffaloes are about to do this fall. We ain't hard to find. We just hard to stop.
You thought you was gonna get what we got? You really thought you was gonna